Hello boys and girls, and why not also adults who are visiting this channel. Welcome everyone. Here I will be sharing a space created for the little ones in the family where I will be leaving them stories created by me and they will be narrated through my voice. The purpose is to have a fun and pleasant time in which they could listen to them during the day or as was the custom in the past before going to sleep. And well, without further ado, here we go with the story. Hope you like. A failed trip. Before starting with this story, I want to ask whoever is about to listen to it, if you have cats at home or near where they are, to separate them. I ask this because in this story the protagonist is a little mouse. A very intelligent and curious mouse. This little mouse, despite the fact that he lived with his parents, was very lonely and enjoyed being alone because he said that this solitude helped him to concentrate on his plan. During the day he worked in a restaurant and at night he studied at a university that was not far from his home. As I mentioned earlier, the mouse had a plan. Yes, a plan in which he was very sure to carry it out. That plan, more than anything, was a dream he had had for a long time. In the restaurant he had made friends with a rat who was in charge of separating the sweet food from the salty one, and then, when the restaurant closed, they both divided that food. One day one would bring home salty food and the next day sweet food. One morning the rat saw his friend the mouse very worried and asked him what was so important that he was so worried that he didn't even say a word. The mouse had never told anyone about his plan, not even his family, much less his friend the rat. The rat, already tired of seeing the mouse like this, was encouraged to ask what was wrong. "Friend, what has you so worried?" said the rat. "Now leave me. If you talk to me you lose my concentration," the mouse replied. "Your silence worries me. Why don't you tell me your plan? I know it's that plan of yours that has you so worried. Come on, tell me, maybe I can help you," said the rat. The mouse thought for a few minutes until he told the rat that if he told her his plan she would laugh at him or tell him he was crazy like his fellow mice at the university did. Although he would like to tell someone and could have their support, but he didn't feel sure about telling it yet. The mouse finished serving the last customer, cleaned the 2 remaining tables and approached the rat and whispered in his ear, "I leave the university at 10 p.m. If you want to be part of my plan, I'll wait for you in the corner of my house under the huge old ombu. There we can talk, but if you fail me or make fun of me, you will know that you lost a friend." The rat, excited and at the same time curious about the mouse's words, did not dare to respond with words. He simply nodded yes. Night came and it was 10 o'clock. The mouse left the university and there in the old tree his friend the rat was waiting for him. They both sat on a stone and the mouse pointing to the sky said, "That's where I'm going to go." The rat looked at the sky and said to the mouse, "Wait, oh friend, it is impossible to get there. We are talking about the sky. It is very, very far away." The mouse looked at him and replied, "No friend, it is true that it is very far but not impossible. You wanted me to share my great concern, or rather my plan. Well, that's my plan. I am not worried because I cannot get there. But what is worrying me is how I am going to get there." The rat saw that his friend was very determined to carry out his plan. With a little hesitation, he asked, "I am very curious to know why you want to travel to heaven," said the rat. "No, I don't want to travel to heaven. I never mentioned going to heaven. I want to go there," replied the mouse, pointing to the moon. That night in the sky the moon was impossible not to see. It was bright yellow and the biggest moon the town had ever seen. The rat said in astonishment, "Ah, it was the moon you were pointing at. The truth today is bigger and more beautiful than ever. But I still don't understand why you want to make that trip so far. You, from your studies, will know that there is nothing on the moon, not even life, say the great students," said the rat, surprised and intrigued at the same time. The mouse replied, very sure. Listen, I am a very studious mouse, and you know it. I don't know how I'm going to do it, but I have to get there. A group of mice from the university told me that the moon that can be seen from far away is not made of the material that the old students and researchers say, but that the moon is made of cheese. The rat opened its very, very large eyes and imagined biting into a good piece of moon. The mouse saw his face and said, "See, we haven't gone yet and you're already enjoying it, ha. You have to help me get there to test it," said the mouse. "It's very crazy and I don't know how we could get there," said the rat. The mouse, almost pleading, said, "No, I can't accept that you tell me that. We are rodents and cheese in our treasure, the best food." "Rat, we have to get there," said the mouse. The hours had passed and the night was ending, so the mouse and the rat decide to continue with the plan tomorrow. "Rat, this is now our secret. It's too late. Tomorrow we will talk about how to continue with the plan and manage to bring back a piece of the moon. Just thinking about it makes my teeth move on their own, jaw jaw jaw," said the mouse. The rat, without more to say, replied, "See you here then. Good night and save room in your belly, ha 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 ha," and they both headed home. A new day has come. The mouse, after working as usual every day, went to college. There he saw a package on his desk with a note. He didn't dare to open it. He thought, better save it for later. Now he was worried about a dream he had last night, and without waiting he had to tell the rat about it. The mouse and the rat again found themselves in the same place as the night before. "Good night, rat. I have something to tell you," said the mouse. "Good night, friend. Tell me, I'm all ears," answered the rat. The mouse relates his dream to the rat. "Rat had a dream last night that until now is spinning in my head. I dreamed that I went to the moon in a rocket, and do you know what I found?" "What did you find?" the rat asked the mouse, who had a disappointed face. "I found that there was nothing on the moon. I got there and I thought that other mice had managed to get there before me and had eaten all the cheese," the mouse said very sadly. The rat, about to cry, said, "Oh, it is not possible. They didn't even save us a piece of cheese." Both friends were sad under the light of that moon that was always there in the sky. Suddenly, the rat says to the mouse, "What is that package you have?" The mouse, with the package in his paws, looks at him and says, "I had completely forgotten. I still don't know what's in this package. He wanted us to watch it together." "Where did you get it?" asks the rat. "They left it for me at the university," said the mouse. The mouse begins to unwrap the package, and when he finishes unwrapping, a large piece of cheese appears with a note that says, "Don't always believe everything you're told. This cheese is real. If you had gone to the moon, it would have been a failed trip. Enjoy the cheese and never lose your innocence." The mouse and the rat looked at each other, and without a shred of hesitation they said to the moon, "Good night, ma'am," and enjoyed their cheese. End. Well, friends, did you like the story? If so, I hope you will give me a like, subscribe to the channel, and leave your comments about the story and give suggestions to write more new stories. With this, it will be until a new video, a new story, and well, thank you all for listening to me. I hope you liked it. Bye.